G'day tankers, how we going? Welcome to World of Tanks with Major Rage. Here we are cruising around with Mistblade. We're in the Centurion 5-1 and I can't hit tab until the game starts, otherwise that graphics thing doesn't go away. So here we are on Mountain Pass. We're in the Centurion 5-1, which I've already said, and we are following Mistblade. Now, you might be wondering who won the end of the month Monday Night Replays and is walking away with the gold. That is going to Agent Frost. Well done, sir. Got quite a lot of the votes there. It was a pretty tight battle, actually, between you and... now I'm blanking on the other name, so I probably shouldn't have said a word. Alright. Now, back to the game at hand. Alright, I just had to push my chair back into place, and now, if I hit that button, we're not going to do anything. If I hit that button, here we go. Alright, we are taking the long road, going all the way down the 1-2 line, and heading on up to the top of the rock there. Getting a good spot on, and there you go. Launching a nice one through the front lower plate there, line it up again, and another 238. So, average damage of a Centurion's about 230. Oh, there we go, we've got a good peek through the bush there. Well, what did we hit there? T-34 85M. Alright, looks like an OI right to the front. Didn't pin him, but managed to take out the track, holding him still. Now it looks like we are aiming for the little turrety thing on the front, and either that or the driver's port. Oh, there we go. We got a shot through somewhere there. Getting further and further up the hill as the bad guy force is A, thinning out, and B, retreating back, smacking that IS within 10% of death. Alright, and what do we got now? We've got a T8 that is going to be a hassle. Come on. Something is gonna stick its nose out any second now. Sorry about that. I'll have to edit that one out. Yeah. Here we go. We got an OI coming up. Not game enough to stick his nose out yet. Oh, KB2. We had a couple of guys going around the bottom end of the island, although bottom end of the hill, I suppose you'd call that, wouldn't you? Island. Dumbass. Alright, WZ-132 got a shot onto us, but I think we got a shot back. Alright, oh, KB2 right to the head. SU-100 is got a big hole in him now. And, ooh, within 21% of his death. KB2, come on, get out of my way. I got a shot on a KB... Oh, I had a shot on a KB2. Goram T-34. Oop. Now it's going to get difficult. We've got a Peugeot and an 88 that's coming up around the corner there. If only we were a little bit quicker, we might have had a shot on the top of the 88. Here we go. Go for the droid, go for the droid. Bang! There you go. Commander will be running around with a headache for a couple of days from that one. Alright, KB85 has gotten close enough to proximity spot us, which is not a good thing, since how we can't see anything. And hey, their artillery finally worked out we exist. That's going to be fun to deal with. Looks like that KB2 is coming around the outside real slow. He just got a shot on the top of his droid, taking him down to 28% of his life. Is he dumb enough to stay still? I think he is. Well, we will never know, because the old AMX took him down. Here we go, KB2 for the win, and he is gone. Now I dare say there's probably still the 132 that you got to worry about. The 100, SU-100, and T-3485 is now engaged with our other T-3485. So you probably could get around on that KB-85, although you'd need you and the Tiger, or you and the AMX. There's the 132, he's up there. So that 85 is really by himself at the moment. And unfortunately, team members decided to pull back rather than push on that 85. Although, it's now taken them down to about 30%, which is a good 2 shots. And I think you've got a loader down. Ooh, he's on fire. He's going to feel that one in the morning. Bit of bish bosh to get through the gap, and Misty is off and running. Looks like we got... No. Oh, here we go. AMX is gone. Well done. Yeah, now, before I choked up a lung, I was going to say, I was pretty sure the Peugeot would be rolling up the hill, but no, he decided to go under the bridge and play with the Ruby. Rudy. Alright, we really need that Tiger to follow us and give us some help down here, but I don't think it's going to happen. The Batchat 12T and the Straya waffle truck, I think that's a waffle truck, normally what WT stands for, have... okay, they've decided to rush the cap. We had an eye on the Peugeot for a second there, there we go. And aim ahead a bit, no, aim right there, smack him. Ooh, got him. And he is running, managed to hit him again. Ooh, oh, I tracked him. Okay, so the Peugeot realizes he's tracked and he's shagged, so he's turning to fight. But it's going to be little, too late. Leaving him at 8%. Misty knows he is done for. No, we got the reload. And we got the kill. Alright, so now it's just the SU-100, which... Now, Misty, I bet you're kicking yourself. You should have stayed where you were. You would have had at least a couple of shots on him. There we go, and the IS has decided to come down there. That's the one Misty left at 10% of his life to start with. Looks like old mate decided to run around the map. So now it's just time to finish the job he started. And there he is. Bang! Gone. And that's all she wrote. What's up with this polka music? Here we are in the aftermarket report for Miss Blade, cruising around in the Centurion Mark 5/1 RAAC. We were on Mountain Pass, and it was a standard battle. Alright, let's see what sort of damage we did in that thing. Took out a fuel tank and a track, another fuel tank, a track, and a driver, track and a track, tank and a track, radio and a fuel tank on that one, another track, and an ammo rack and an operator, radio operator even. Well done. All in all, walking away with 3,966 damage. Well done, sir. All in all, walking away with a Mastery Badge 3rd Class, a Reaper Badge, the old Fighter Badge, the Sharpshooter Badge, the old Arsonist Badge, gotta love that one, Fire for Effect, and trusty old Bruiser. All in all, walking away with high caliber. Alright, you like Miss Blade's replay? Leave a comment in the comment section below, and that'll count as your vote. Here we are, replay number 2, and we are cruising around with Epicurus. We are in a Samoa SM. We're on Mannerheim Line, and it is a standard battle. Alright. It sounds like all hell is breaking loose. And yeah, something happened over there. Now a whole heap of rockets left the building. Alright, now, silly old me should kick it into overdrive and wait for Epicurus to get down the bottom here and kill everyone. Alright, back to normal speed, and old Epi is sticking his nose out and pulling back just to make sure no one's there and no one's going to wipe it off for him. Cruising up under the radar of the low and the Oni. Alright, a little bit higher, and one in the side of the Oni, two in the wow. Am I still in my view? Nope. That was pure third person, just smack and ammo rack. Smack, smack and ammo rack. Track that guy a couple of times just to make sure that the rest of the team was able to finish him off quickly. The old M44 is not taking too kindly to the fact that Epi has killed one and allowed one to be killed by a fellow green guy. So the artillery has turned his eye this way. Alright, that low is sticking his nose out again, and it doesn't appear that anyone is following down the bottom here, so we're just gonna cruise on up again, and hopefully we'll get a bit of cover from this Oni that went through, and we'll get a shot on this side of the turret of the low. And ooh, no, M44 got us again. But the Black Prince managed to cruise around and take out the low. Alright, the enemy IS over there is copping it in the face. Okay, Scorpion G managed to take out our IKV, which is, you know, not always one of the best things. That IS took another one to the face, and our Black Prince out there is copping it square. So, Epi pulls up and unleashes a full clip into, almost a full clip into the Scorpion G, pulling back and setting for a reload. Luckily that M44's got a better target at the moment than us. And it looks like we've got a radio operator down. So the sight on this tank will be somewhat diminished. Is it the sight, or is it just the ability to see things from other people? I can't recall. Sight would be commander, wouldn't it? Alright, that IS copping a shot in the lower track there. Ooh, S51 managed to drop one real close to us by the look of that. Yeah, we are all stunned. Wait for this IS to pull back and do something dumb again. Luckily that M44, that I think that was his shell that just landed on top of the Tiger 1 there. Yeah, tank seems to be running a bit sluggish now that everyone's had a good touch up. And T-3485 is dead. I think he tried doing something smart and failed. Oh, and there's that S51 that dropped something on us before. And he is gone. Even an autoloader isn't quick enough to get that kill. But there's a victory. Here we are in the aftermarket report for Epicurus, cruising around in the Samoa SM. We're on Manaherm line, and it was a standard battle. Alright, let's see what sort of damage we did here. We took out a track, we took out a radio operator, we took out an ammo rack and a track, and absolutely exploded the guy with another ammo rack. Another track, and another track. Well done. All in all, walking away with 3,842 damage. Nice work. All in all, walking away with Mastery Badge, second class. The old Demolition Expert. You don't see that very often. Fire for Effect, and Bruiser. All in all, walking away with High Caliber. Well done. Alright, if you like Epicurus' replay, chuck his name in the comment section down the bottom, and that'll count as your vote. Replay number 3. Well, it was going to be a different one. I can't see it on the first page here at the moment, but it would appear that anything from before the first, I can't play the replay. It doesn't come up with battle results or anything. But, say, you know, the Schumer here, the old Epicurus, that one comes up, and that one came in on the 3rd. So, somewhere between the 3rd and the 1st, I've got a little date down here, I don't know if you guys can quite see that. Something happened. There must have been an update. So, all of these replays for the 1st are no good. And, yeah. So, this is where it's going to get a little bit funky, because I know I've got a replay from Banshee at tier 9. Which one was he? He'd be the Skoda here. So we're going to play Banshee's replay. And yeah. Third replay of the night, we are cruising around with Banshee, and we're in a Skoda 50T. We're on Provenance, and it is a standard battle. Now, alright, oh, Provenance, I remember this one. You used to be able to fall down the back in the old T2 Light and then pop your nose over and smack the crap out of people. Because they couldn't drive up on you, it was great. Yeah, looks like they've changed this map a lot. I should get back out and play it again. I like that map. It was great for tier 1 and 2. Absolute carnage. Alright, now, as I said before, yeah, the reason why we're in tier 9 is because there was a patch, and now a lot of the replays that did work for me last week don't. So, sorry. I didn't realise the patch was going to... They told me the patches weren't going to do that anymore. But, you know, they don't play. So, that is a pain in the butt. And teaches me for having auto update installed. Set to on. Because normally I don't have auto update on. And when it says, hey, would you like to do an update? I go, hang on, I'll just copy the game folder across. Yeah, I'll do an update. So I'm not sure how that happened. But, well, hey, it means I've got a clean slate and I need a whole heap of new replays. So, if you've got a good one from, was it the second onward or the third onward, then feel free to send them in. Alright, here we are, Banshee sticking his nose out. He's got the WZ1201FT gone. There's a lot of these FT tanks cruising around at the moment. I noticed in my garage I've got a couple of FT tanks. He just pushed me down the hill. Ah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. This guy's going to explode. And the mustache and the M103 just light up. And I don't know where that bullet came from, but it looked close. Alright, what are we doing now? We just checking out the scenery. Hoping to see that 103 stick his track out the front and get it wiped off. Well, the 103 sees us. Ow. Well, we've got the... Well, we had the ammo on him. There we go. Old Dagashi cruising around and finishing him off for us. Don't shoot the blue guy. It doesn't look good on a replay. But that M103 has given us, oh no, not quite. Looks like he's given us a bit of armor there. We got the AT-15, which is now focused on that guy, just fired and now tracked. Alright, couple of shots through the vision port there and leaving him at 11% of his life. Right, halfway through a reload now. Hopefully the Type 4 Heavy can... Never mind. We'll just wait for Dagashi to go around the back and wreck him for him. And the Mushtar is gone. Alright, the UDE finally took out our blue guy. And looks like they are making a heavy push on our cap right now. So... Old Banshee here has set up camp next to the building there. And, ooh, from across the map, left him at 1%. Well, talk about doing most of the work. There we go. The FV managed to take off that last 1%. It was probably all splash damage, honestly. We just gotta wait for someone to be dumb and stick their nose out like the low there. A couple of guys falling back, and it is almost the last thing he ever did. You're dead if you stay and you're dead if you go. Alright, unfortunately we only have the FV207 up there as eyes now. Ooh, got a T30 at 30% life. No, make that 8% life. And there goes the FV. So now all our eyes are down to us three. The Type 4 Heavy, we've got a UDE that is still over on this side. Oh, Dagashi is trying to sort him out right about now. And that STI is out of sight. I didn't realise old Dags was that low in life. Right, the UDE has got Overwatch over the buildings, and ooh, now exploded. Their artillery is still out there though, and looking intently on these buildings. So is the perishing over the other side by the look of that. Alright, now that he's not lit up anymore, he is off and running. There's an STI coming down trying to claim the cap. So, oop. No, he's going to have buildings in the way. Perishing up in the corner there at 19% life is about to become a ghost. Right, looks like the Type 4 Heavy is moving to intercept the STI. Unfortunately, there's a Panther 88 and a low over there that could probably cause that Type 4 Heavy a fairly bad day. And it looked for a second there that Banshee was going to move up to help with the cap. Although it doesn't look like they're convinced that the cap is worth taking. It looks more like, yep, he is going to try and move in around the back. Ooh, laying it right out there, getting right out on the edge, and bang, 22 down to 3, and armor not pen, there we go, third and final shot, and that was enough to do it. Ooh, copping a track shot from the low. The artillery's down, so you don't really need to worry about him anymore. What do we got to worry about? We've got to worry about a low and a Panther 88. Who, by the look of it, was actually heading back to protect their cap. And yes, I did mistake cap for spawn point at one point in the game, but now I've got it worked out, I am all good to go. Okay, so grabbing a shot right in behind the building here. Looking up that Panther 88 and absolutely wrecking his day. He never even saw it coming. Just, you're alive, and you're not. Okay, so now it's down to a low. It's always down to a low, isn't it? You have all these highs, and then it's down to a low. I don't know why he's looking that way. Were you expecting a low to show up? Oh, okay. I see what you could be worried about now. But no, the low is over there. hopefully old Dags can flush him out and you can get the kill, or he's just going to cruise on up there and smack him himself. Well done guys, 6 and 4. Nice work. And here we are in the aftermarket report for Banshee in the Skoda 50T. Now, I know this one was out of sync with the rest of the video, but hey, when replays don't work and I'm recording at the last minute like I always do, which I really shouldn't do, yeah, I get boned. Mind you, if I did record earlier, it wouldn't have helped, because apparently this happened back on the 2nd rather than, you know, what are we now? The 7th. Anyway, what sort of damage did we walk away with? We took out a couple of tracks. We took out a fuel tank in a track. We took out an engine in a track. And we took out another track. And another track. It keeps going down. And we took out a gun. And 37 base defense. Well done. Okay, all in all, walking away with the 6,357. Fair amount of damage, although you are a tier higher than what we had before. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay, all in all, walking away with a Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, a Fire for Effect, a good old Fighter Badge, and the trusty Bruiser Badge. All in all, walking away with the Sniper Badge, which you always got from that map, because the opposite faces, it's, yeah, always got my Sniper Badges from that. High Caliber, Confederate, and Brothers in Arms. Now, I must admit, I got quite a few Confederates on that map too, but Brothers in Arms, I must, yeah, got to give it to the guys, old Banshee and Dags, they work well together. And, speaking of which, if you like this replay, chuck his name in the comment section down the bottom, and that'll count as your vote. And that will bring us to the end of this week's horrible Monday night replays. It's not that the replays were horrible, it was the fact that, yeah, last minute and everything got a little bit screwy. So I'm going to have to go through and see if... See, none of these replays will work for me. And if I hit play, it'll just kick me out of the game and stop the recording. So somewhere between the 1st and the 3rd or the 4th. Because this one will go, but this is Agent Frost, and he won last month, so you can't go up this week. If I run out of replays further down in the month, then you can go up. But yeah, so I need more replays. Send me more replays. And I got to work out what these FL tanks are, which I guarantee you Misty is about to tell me they're some sort of frontline tank if you don't have a tier 8, but already have tier 8s. Anyway, I'll work it out. Catch you guys next time.